to Valdymas Project Read with Dr. Joshua Kolawole. This series is designed to reposition you for excellence in academics, career, and business. Let's dive in as we unravel nuggets essential for excellent living.
Thank you so much for listening. This is a special Valdymas Project Read broadcast. It is for you as you enter into your new year, or new season, or new cycle. This is Dr. Joshua Kolawole. I'm a Transforming Minds Evangelist. I am passionate about the ideal called transformation, and I want your life to be transformed so that we can build a transformed society. Last week, I spoke about evaluation for transformation, and that is what I would continue, the transforming evaluation. And that's what I would continue. I started with 2 stories last week. Today, I'm not going to give you a story. I am only going to continue to break down the analysis of what I was saying. So I was having a discussion with a friend a couple of years ago in Lagos. And what we were discussing is, why not change your car? It doesn't look like a modern car. It doesn't look like other things, the kind of ride people are buying. And the guy paused for a while and he said, there are rocks, there are stones, and there are sands. And I have learned within the few years I have lived to prioritize the things that are rocks in my life ahead of the things that are stones. And I prioritize the things that are stones in my life ahead of the things that are just common sand. Look, the issue of life that would make a transformational and transgenerational change in your life, they are called rocks. They are the things that are associated with the clarity of your purpose on earth, the reason why you're here. They are the things that are related to the quality of your thinking. How accurate are the decisions you're making? And how in line are they with discipline? The issues that relate to the transformation of your mind, of your society, of the people around you, these are rocks. And education is a critical thing that backs this. So you must be well schooled. You must ensure that to feed your mind every day with both academic books, leadership books, and exposing yourself to mentors and coaches. They are rocks because they are the things that will birth the transgenerational changes in your life. Pursuing material things like clothing, shoes, cars, these are things that will change rapidly over time. The clothes you got 10 years ago is nowhere to be found today. They are just sand. There are some other things in your life that will be stones because they will be stepping stone for you to build rocks. Like as you're moving from one level in your academics to another, you're building up a rock, but you're building it in stone form. So I want you to know that you need to place priority on your life based on the things that are rocks, that are stones, and there are sands in your life. Sands are just available. They are too general. And that's the time you waste to gist around. You need to start prioritizing your time towards the things that are rocks in your life. I also want you to know that in this bid of evaluating yourself, as you're entering into the new year, new season, new circle, because this is a special presentation, I would love you to listen to the end if you truly love your soul. Foolishness simply means lack of wisdom. It means lack of access to information and probably sometimes lack of experience. One thing you notice about those that are foolish is they run on superficial knowledge. They just want to get little knowledge, No, it doesn't work that way. You need to spend time meditating and translate the superficial knowledge into profound knowledge, into something deep. You must focus on the outcome. You must focus not only on the outcome if you want to be a wise man, because foolishness makes you focus on the outcome alone to justify the means. I told you last week that you can manipulate results out in life. You can manipulate the structure and the cultural framework of a society and birth result. That is the pathway of politicians. They manipulate people with what they think they want, they like, and they get the result. Ultimately, they get there and they discover that even they themselves lack the requisite knowledge, lack the information and the experience needed to lead because they have failed to go through the real rigorous process. If you know anyone in your society that runs from hard things, not that kind of person. Their life will eventually not most likely end well. I'm not saying you should embrace something tough. I am only saying you must go through the rigor required for your life to be transformed. If you want to build rocks, you must be ready to be rocky, to be rock solid. And therefore, you must go through hard circumstance. Woe to the generation of kids who wants to do things in a rush. They want to become a multi-millionaire in a rush. They build things with things that are immaterial, and as you see them 5-10 years down the line, they have destroyed the whole life. I want to call you to wisdom today. Wisdom is the quality of having practical experience, sound knowledge, and good judgment. That is good judgment for exact evaluation and assessment of the consequences of the actions you're taking. You think not only about today, you think about tomorrow, you think about the people in your neighborhood, you think about how you communicate, you think about the causality and the dependencies of the things that are happening to you. Let me warn you, or let me inform you, if you have not been wise in the choices and the decisions you've been making, your life is simply based on your choices and decisions. It's based on what is of supreme importance to you per time. And that is why you must be wise enough to control your desires. Your desire to just get something at all costs, if it's not something of worth, then you would have destroyed something more valuable in the bid of getting that thing. So a young lady who trades off her body to get an iPhone has simply traded off something far, far more valuable in wisdom to a material thing that in 3-4 years will not really matter again. I want you to know that you must build on rocks. I told you, my friend said, there are rocks, there are stones, and there are sand. And I have learned over time, based on quality of thinking, clarity of purpose, soundness of character, transformation of my mind, to know how to prioritize rocks ahead of stones and stones ahead of sands in my life. And that's the way I prioritize even my spending of money. I make sure my transgenerational, transformational investment are the rocks in my life, and they carry a bulk and a chunk of my money. I want you to know that if you're wise, you will build on rocks. You will build with rocks, and you will build rock eventually. And when the storm of life comes, it might be tough and hard. It will hit you hard, but because you have learned to build on rocks, build with rocks, and build rocks as a matter of the decisions you're making. When those challenges come, it will only be for a while. By the time you're standing back again and you keep building with rock again, you will be far more rock solid and you will stand out.
University admission has never been this easy with Valdymas College of Advanced and Preliminary Studies. Your dream of a university education can now become a reality. Are you preparing for post-UTME to any university in Nigeria, or you desire to take a fast lane straight to 200 level without writing UTME? Valdymas College of Advanced and Preliminary Studies is the place to be. Our A-level program, JOPEB and IJMB, can secure admission for you into 200 level into any course of your choice at any federal, state, or private university in Nigeria. The result has no expiry date. Valdymas College of Advanced and Preliminary Studies guarantees 100% success. Our campus is so 21st century. Our facilities are top-notch. Also, hostels are available within the premises. Valdymas is along Yomek Street, behind Excellence Hall, Pipeline Road, off Tanker Tipper Garage. Telephone 0806 1716 217 or 0705 55 58890. With Valdymas, your success is guaranteed.
Let me tell you, if you have a rush of income early in your business, that money is supposed to be reinvested into the fundamentals of your business. Not for you to quickly go and get a car, get something. It's for you to invest it into the equipment, into the knowledge base, into the infrastructure, into the real estate investment in your business. It is not for you to start buying different clothes which will not matter in 3-4 years. So I am saying, when you meticulously build over time, you will build structure and the culture that you need to transform the people, the processes, the technology. Now that technology is becoming a major, and ultimately what you will be transforming will be the outcomes of your life as in personally, the outcomes of your businesses, and the outcome of everything in your society. I like you to know that you must build meticulously. You must build by collaborating with people. people of integrity, people of intelligence, and people of great energy, passion towards greatness. You must collaborate with intelligent minds. You can't do this life thing called life alone. You need a great team, but you need a team of people with intelligence, with integrity, and with energy. You must wake up passionately. You must wake up with new visions. You must wake up with new clarity. You must wake up with new passion to serve the people, to sacrifice, to go the extra mile. But you will need people who are intellectually stimulating. You can't gather foolish people around you as well. You need people who are inspirationally motivated. They must be people who are born of passion and vision. But you must also need people who are empathic, who would also care. They will go the extra mile. There are people, when you offend them, they must heal very fast. There are people who are ready to build with you a community of leaders, not community of followers. And hear me clearly, community of leaders, not community of followers. So for you to build well with integrity, to build with wisdom, you must remember my words. There are rocks, there are stones, and there are sounds. And if you have depth of quality of thinking in wisdom, depth of clarity of purpose, soundness of your character, when you say yes, let your yes be yes. And then the transformation of your mind, you will ultimately build something great for yourself. This will take time. This will cost you a lot of sacrifices. It will cost you a lot of consistency and discipline. This will require you to learn practical experience. This will require you to move your knowledge from superficial knowledge to profound understanding. In the bid to move from superficial knowledge to profound understanding, I can guarantee you, you will go through some complexities. You'll go through some valley of despair. You'll go through some confusing complexity. But if you make up your mind that I want to learn this trade profoundly, I want to understand this academics profoundly, I want to learn this business profoundly, but I will build with character. I will build with sound knowledge. I will make sure my judgment, my evaluation is always sound every time. I will seek mentorship. I will build with rocks. I will build rocks, and I would ensure I build on rocks. When you do this continuously and passionately, trust me, it's only a matter of time. You will not only have transformed your mind, you would have transformed your culture, you would have transformed the structure, you would have transformed the way you think, you would have transformed the clarity of your purpose, you would have made yourself a great leader with integrity, with accountability and transparency. You would have led a life of service, stewardship, and sacrifice. You will be called intellectually stimulating, inspirational, and motivating. You would have been a leader who is building community of leaders and not followers. This is the passion, and this is what I expect you to hold on to as you go into the new year, or as you start your new endeavor, new cycle, new job, new positioning, new echelon of life. I want you to passionately think about it. How do I build meticulously, carefully, forcing all my desires down the path of patience, and build transformatively? Thank you so much as you listen. I am Dr. Joshua Kolawole. You can follow me on YouTube. There are several videos on transformation that will so bless your soul. You will enjoy them, and they will turn your life around. And follow us at www.valdymasedu.org and valdymasintelligence.org. Thank you so much. I hope to see your